Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Delighted we were able to keep Lance Malone in for another segment, and he is with a great company called Standard Supply, and he's a regular contributor on The Price of Business, doing great stuff, helping businesses take care of the HVAC and needs of their customers for a long time. And real quickly, give us your elevator speech, and I'd love you to go ahead and grab the horns of this interview with your great guest today. Lance, go right ahead.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Standard Supply is a distributor of heating, air conditioning, refrigeration, and ventilation products. And what we do is we help the best contractors in Texas take care of their customers by having the products they need whenever they need something in their home or business to keep them comfortable and cool or warm, depending on what time of year it is. I'm really excited today to have Brandon Battson with me. Brandon is the owner of Battson Heat and Air, which is in Justin, Texas. And you can find out a lot more about them at battsonac.com. That's BATTSONAC.com. Welcome to the show, Brandon.
Hello.
Hey, thanks a lot for being here. Tell us a little bit about your background in the HVAC industry, and then tell us about Battson Heat and Air.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about my education. I'm a product of Irving High School vocational program in the HVAC industry. Graduated there. Went to work for a major mechanical contractor here in the Metroplex. They sent me to Oklahoma State University, continued my education, came back to the Metroplex, and been fixing air conditioners ever since.
So what areas of the HVAC industry does Battson Heat and Air specialize in?
Well, we specialize in the residential market and light commercial market, and here recently we have started doing some boiler and pump work.
Oh, okay.
On the commercial side.
Tell us more about that.
Lock and bore boilers are our specialty. We love them. They're a great product. They're a lot more efficient than they used to be. And the Armstrong pumps, they save a lot of electricity and excellent replacement option.
Okay, great. Now, when did you start your business?
2010, we're coming into our 5-year anniversary.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. And do you have other family members in the business with you? Or
My wife runs it, and I make sure everything else is handled correctly. So she's the better half. She keeps us on the right path, and we make a good team.
Well, that's good. I know it's one of the neat things about our industry is there's a lot of family businesses in it, including Standard Supply is also a family business. So you said you specialize in residential service and replacement mostly. As a residential service and replacement specialist, what's one of the more important decisions you make for your customers who need a new system?
I would have to say proper sizing and airflow of your air conditioning system. When a builder builds a home, this is what I've learned in my experience, is they'll take 100% of airflow. Master bedroom is 10% of the space against 10% of the room, or the airflow. They don't take into account the vaulted ceilings that they put in, or it's facing a huge west window. So we can fix some of those issues with airflow, and you have extra air conditioning downstairs because the downstairs AC doesn't have the load of the upstairs. They don't take that into account either. So we replace your systems. We'll add some AC to the upstairs, correct your ductwork, take some AC from the downstairs, and everybody's happy.
Good deal. Well, now I know recently you began installing Amana equipment. Can you tell the listeners why you chose to install Amana?
Amana is American made, and it's made in Texas. That's one of the big things that we like, and it's very easy to do work with Standard. I will say that. The product is a very durable and reliable product. They have some great innovative features, 5mm copper tubes. That's pretty neat. Air conditioners have grown recently. That helps keep the size down for those replacement situations where there's a brick wall nearby or something. So they really listen to their contractors and deliver a product that they need. It's a cup of coffee instead of a cup of coffee with whipped cream and caramel on top.
Right.
That's the way I tell people the difference. You get what you're paying for, nothing extra.
Excellent. You know, you may not have heard this yet. The news just came out last week, but the manufacturer of Amana equipment had just announced the construction of a $417 million manufacturing facility right there outside of Houston that's going to be getting started construction here in the next few months and supposed to open up at least partially in 2016. So they're committed to keep making that product right here in Texas for a long, long time. Now, the brand is important Is there anything else that's important, equally important to the brand when you're looking at replacing your system?
Well, your contractor is. Make sure he's licensed and insured. The most important part of an air conditioning system is the refrigerant loop, the integrity of that loop. They need to change the filter dryers. They need to make sure they flush those lines when they go from the old refrigerant to the new refrigerant. Make sure that they're pulling a proper vacuum and they're using a nitrogen charge. Just little things like that make that compressor go from a 7-year lifespan to a 15. Just get the extra life out of your systems. And then again, airflow, airflow, airflow.
All right. Okay. So do you have any advice for the listeners concerning how to be sure they make a good decision when they're purchasing a new HVAC system?
Absolutely. Do your homework, get you a few bids, ask for references, and call Battson Heat and Air.
All right. That's a good way to end it up. Kevin, it's been great to be with you again today. My guest today has been Brandon Battson, the owner of Battson Heating and Air, and you can find out more about them at battsonac.com. That's BATTSONAC.com. And you can find out more about my company, Standard Supply, at SSDHVAC.com.
Lance, thanks so much for an awesome segment, and I do want to encourage people to check out those websites. I also want to remind you that the best content here can be found over there at usdatareview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. More for you right after this on The Price of Business.